Today, you guys, we are going to be doing an activity called Pick, List, Choose. And this is an activity for when you are trying to organize your expository essay. So we're going to be moving into expository writing. Expository means informational. So when we talk about expository writing, I want you to take some notes in your notebook. Expository really just means informative, okay? So expository writing is also informative writing. And it's a little bit different. In narrative, remember we had this structure, okay? That was narrative, where we tell a story that has characters and a setting, and then it has a conflict, and then a climax, and then a resolution. That's a narrative structure. We're going to be talking about an expository or informative structure. And so an expository structure looks more like a pillar. It means things that are supporting each other. And so when we think about a pillar, it's something that holds up something else. And the expository pillar looks kind of like this, where we have, this is our introductory paragraph. That's a little symbol for a paragraph. So this first box is our introductory paragraph. That's where we introduce our topic and our controlling idea. It's also where we hook the reader, okay? And then this is main idea number 1, main idea number 2, main idea number 3, and then we're going to conclude, where we tie back to our introduction, okay? So we talked about this in the very first 6 weeks, but I just wanted to kind of review it. So basically in our expository pillar, we have our introductory paragraph that has our lead, our hook, and our topic and controlling idea. Our second paragraph, that's paragraph number 2, and paragraph number 3, and paragraph number 4 are our main ideas. Our first main idea, second main idea, third main idea, and then this 5th paragraph is our conclusion paragraph. Now, like, we might not have 5 full paragraphs, but we should at least have 3 full paragraphs. And so we're going to be working on that throughout the next 6 to 8 weeks, okay? But today, so that's just a little review. Today I want to talk about, well, how do we even come up with those middle paragraphs, those main ideas? And so we're going to be working on something. We're going to be doing an activity called Pick, List, Choose, okay? Where we're going to pick our topic, we're going to list all the things we know about that topic, and then we're going to choose the things that work together. So today, our very first topic that I'm going to pick is dogs. And whatever I write down, I want you to write down in your notes, okay? So when we pick our topic, dogs, we're going to list all the things that we know or think of about dogs. And we're not going to judge whether it's good or bad. We're just going to list. And you can just list as things come off the top of your head. So I might list things like a companion, a leash, collar, food, vaccinations. I might list, you can tell, like, I'm thinking about all certain kinds of things. They're playful, loving, they need exercise. They're very social animals. Companion, leash, collar, food, vaccination. My favorite kind of dog is a German Shepherd. Well, that makes me think about, like, sometimes German Shepherds are used for police work or military work. They can also be trained like as therapy dogs. What else about dogs? I might also think about some things that the dogs do. Dogs bark. They drool. They shed. They're furry. I might think about like some famous dogs like Lassie or Clifford, the big red dog, or Blue from Blue's Clues. And you know what? I think I'm going to stop right there. I think I've gotten a lot of ideas about dogs. And so now we're going to move into our choose portion. And we have a lot of different things written here, but I want to think about what are some things, like I don't want to just go through and list all of these things about dogs. I want to think about how these work together in categories. So if I were to sort these in categories, I'm going to choose 3 different colors, and I'm going to think about if things went together in categories, how would I sort them? Okay, so when I think through this, I might think of like leash, collar, food, vaccinations. Those are all things that go together. When I think about companion, sort of goes with they're playful, loving, social. Those sort of go together. Bark, drool, shed. And then when I think about others, I might think about police and military, therapy. I might even include these famous dogs. I'm going to show you, like, when I think about these green pieces, when I think about what all these things have in common, what is the category that they would fit into, I might say that my first off, my topic, we're going to come up with a little summary framework here. So my topic is dogs. That's what we decided at the very beginning. And then I need to come up with a main idea that covers all 3 of these. So main idea number 1, when I think about these things in green, I think these are dog supplies. And then when I think about main idea number 2, these are sort of qualities or characteristics of a dog. And then my main idea number 3, that is more, I'm going to put it on a separate line here, like police and military, therapy, and then we've got these kind of famous dogs like jobs of a dog, or uses of a dog. Okay? And so if I were putting this on my pillar, I would mention my topic of dogs in my first and last paragraph. And then in my second paragraph would be about dog supplies. My third paragraph would be about qualities or characteristics of a dog. And then my fourth paragraph would be about the jobs of a dog. Okay? So when we practice this, and we're going to practice this often, this skill of pick, list, or choose, we're going to practice it often so that we get used to brainstorming lots of ideas and then choosing which ones go together. And you'll notice there were a couple that I didn't choose to put in any category, and that's okay. Sometimes you'll have things that don't fit into a category, and we're not going to force them to fit. We're going to find what goes together, and then that's what we're going to put in our main idea categories.